Hi, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I'm going to talk about how you can use ChatGPT inside the legal niche if you are a lead gen. Let's dive in. Okay, so a lot of you have probably heard about ChatGPT, OpenAI, and you're probably under a rock if you've not been kind of bombarded with marketing messages and people trying to sell you stuff, right? But today I want to talk to you about a real-world example of how, if you're a lead gen, you can use ChatGPT to be able to qualify leads and make sure that your clients are getting only the best type of quality, okay? And I'm going to explain the reasons why it kind of wasn't working before or why it kind of did, but the leads needed more work versus where things are heading and how you can jump on the bandwagon and start really killing it for your agency and for your clients, and you can be the rock star of your, they take you out to steak dinners, they do all that type of cool stuff with you, okay? You want to be the rock star to them rather than a marketing expense, which a lot of us have experienced at some point in our agency career. So let's talk about the old way of doing things. You would be able to see ads on YouTube, ads on Facebook, ads on Google, billboards, everywhere, okay? People advertising with hooks like, if you've been in a motor accident in the last 90 days, it's likely that you're due some money back, no win, no fee type stuff, right? And that has worked. I mean, we still see it, and people in the lead gen space are still making money from it. So, you know, it still works because people like money for nothing. We call it money for jam in our agency, right? But it is super competitive. So what you'll find is if you're using the same kind of the kind of hooks that that everyone else is using, then you have to be either really, really good at two things, which is spinning your creative and making lots of variations. Okay, when something dies out or someone copies you, you have to get up and go quickly. So you have to be very resourceful, okay? Or the other thing is you have to be a ninja media buyer across a lot of different ad platforms, all right? And there's people out there that have both those qualities and they kill it, and good luck to them. But today I want to talk to you about an easier and simpler way to do it, okay? How to qualify a lead from someone that comes into your system or your client's system and qualifies themselves as someone that has a really good chance of getting a claim, which means there's a lot of human error and human labor taken out of this final step, if that makes sense. So the way it used to work, or the way it still works, is add to some type of lead capture system, which could be a landing page, or it could be a lead form on Facebook or TikTok, you know, whatever that might be. And then that lead is then either sold directly onto the client to hit their CRM and start working, or there's lots of kind of people popping up that have like appointment setters and people that will kind of warm up the lead and package it up to a certain point and then sell it on to the end client, okay, which they love. You know, the end client loves that because they don't need as many man hours. Their solicitors aren't, and their lawyers aren't kind of salespeople usually, and they love that. And you can also sell those leads for a fortune, right? But the downside of that is you're going to need people that are very good, that understand the legal niche, that are on the leads quickly, and it's a whole nother operation apart from just generating the leads. You know, you go from being a lead gen to running a team in order to pass the leads on, okay? And again, people have this skill set and good luck to them, but we're going to talk about an easier way today, right? And that involves using OpenAI, ChatGPT, and high level, okay? So when you combine, you know, artificial intelligence and high level and put them together in a way that is specific to the legal niche, things really start to pop, all right? And let me explain how it works. You'll have an ad that goes to the same lead form capture system. And then it goes to, after they complete their details, okay, they can go to another page where we can ask the user a few questions about what type of accident they might have had and give us some, you know, a couple of paragraphs information on what that accident looked like. You know, all the kind of qualifying questions that you might ask on the phone or whatever, you can ask on this final page. And once you have the lead and a little bit more information on the lead, what you can do is then send the lead to high level and also zap the kind of information that has just been input by the lead over to ChatGPT and OpenAI, right? And what will happen then is that will feed back and start liaising with the prospect via SMS or email in order to kind of ask more questions and figure out whether or not they do qualify. Or if the system has got enough information out of the gate from the lead and the qualifying questions, then it can come back, read case law, have a look through all of the mountains and mountains of kind of legal documentation that lawyers have to learn at university, flick through it in an instant and come back and say, yeah, we've looked at this, this, and this, and it actually appears like there's a very good chance you have a claim because of this, this, and this, and would you like to book an appointment to discuss how much money you can get back, okay? Do you see how that's so powerful as opposed to having like a human team doing that or selling the lead on, which might not be very good quality all the way to the end client? It makes a really, really big difference. To me, it's a very exciting development, okay? The other thing that's really cool about this, right? So let's say the lead comes in, it hits the lead capture form, it goes to the qualifying questions and it comes back that they haven't got a case. OpenAI will come back and tell them they haven't got a case, but it could be that, you know, if they've had a car accident that was a few, you know, years ago, or they've got a bad back or whatever that looks like, you can then start pushing them to different offers. So you don't sell the lead on, you might sell it on to a chiropractor, or you might, there's hundreds of ways, you know, hundreds of ways to be able to monetize someone that comes in like that, okay? So now you become someone that is more in control of what you're doing and the leads that come in, rather than just selling everything off and clients coming back and saying the leads are really not very good quality. I hope you followed what I've spoken about today. It is a little kind of bit out there, but I'm not a tech head at all. As you can probably tell, I've messed up a few phrases and stuff like that, but I understand the principle behind it, and I hope you've followed what that looks like. The reason I'm talking to you about this today is one of my students came to me with this system. He's using it over here in the claims in the UK, and the booking rates have gone through the roof. The quality has gone through the roof. He's also able to use a different hook at the front end, okay? He's able to say that you can use AI, like if the prospect sees the ad, let's use AI to see if you're due a refund or you're due some money back or you're due a payout for whatever, okay? So you can use a different hook on the front end of the ads as well. It's really cool stuff. Things are changing quickly, and you can try and go and figure all that stuff out yourself, or we've actually built one of these sales, we call it the Sales Android, and it's got everything. You can be set up in half an hour. There's details in the link below. You can just click it, find out what it's all about, and any questions, comment in the comments box. If not, then please just subscribe to our channel so you're the first to know when we create stuff like this, and also give us a thumbs up so we know to create more stuff like this. I'll speak to you soon.